Hey guys, in today's episode, we're going to be looking at the EONON UA13 radio that EONON sent us over to install and review for you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the STI and check it out. So install is pretty straightforward. EONON has video tutorials for various installs and features, so make sure to check out their install videos. Links are found in the instruction documentation that comes with the radio. But the basics are that you take the main harness from the EONON radio, and this is the plugs that go into the back of the radio. An aftermarket radio harness. Popular brand is Metra. This is what you plug into the OEM radio harness found attached to your car. And you simply match up the colors and labels on the wires, red to red, purple to purple, green to green, etc, etc. I will say right away, I'm not a fan of the harness that comes with the EONON. It has a giant plug at the end, and I'm not sure if this is like car specific or what, but I wish it came with loose pigtails for easier installation. Just snip off the plug and continue matching your colors to your adapter harness. So at first glance, the radio seems pretty on par with other aftermarket radios I've used before. Touchscreen response is pretty good. I never felt like there was any annoying lag when using the radio. One of my favorite features about the EONON UA13 is that it has physical buttons. I'm not a fan of touch buttons, especially when it comes to your most used functions like volume, but the UA13 radio comes with physical volume knob and a home button. Also has two USB ports on the front. A USB-C for fast charging, and a USB-A for data connection. I really like having ports on the radio because you don't have to run all these extra USB extension wires through your center console, although those extension cables are included. Image quality is also reasonable, resolution is 720p, but for a 7-inch screen and the price, it is more than adequate. Now, for the user interface, there are 3 launcher themes to choose from and feature various widgets that fill the whole screen. I wish there was more options for launchers, but it's normal for there only to be a few options. I do, however, wish that there was some more customization available. For example, I wish I could remove some of the widgets that I didn't need, or have my own custom wallpaper. A huge feature that I really like about the UA13 is that it has wireless Android Auto and wireless CarPlay. Let's be real, for 90% of us, we are using our radios exclusively for Android Auto or CarPlay. The connection is quick, automatic, and reliable. There's also a screen mirroring capability that works both wirelessly and wired. The mirroring is pretty good and barely notice any lag even in wireless mode. My only issue is that installation is kind of clunky, and you have to force your phone to download and install the app because it's not in the official stores. Wireless mode also unfortunately requires your phone to connect to the radio via Wi-Fi, so you might not be able to have internet if you're wirelessly mirroring. However, you can still connect to the internet in wired mode. There's also an option to hook up your steering wheel controls if your car is a bit older and uses an analog control. You can Google if this applies to your car. Luckily, it did to my 2008 Subaru WRX STI. I did have some car-specific research to know which wires to hook up, but once I knew, it was very easy to do and set up on the radio. If you have a 2008 Subaru STI or similar, I'll flash how to wire it up now. If you have another car with analog steering wheel controls, a little hack you can try is to search for the install instructions for those steering wheel control boxes and see how they wire it up. You just need to focus on if there are any special connections needed on the car side of the harness. Moving on, like many other aftermarket radios, the UA13 also includes the very useful Torque app. You will need an OBD2 Bluetooth dongle, but when hooked up, you'll be able to monitor various sensors and data from your car as well as read error codes. Also, as mentioned before, there's a fast boot feature that instantly turns on the radio without having to wait for any loading screens. It works by keeping the radio in a sleep mode when the car is turned off. However, I think like 7 or so days, the radio will fully power off as to not drain your car battery. As far as accessories, EONON offers a rear backup camera, OBD2 dongle, and a dash cam. The rear camera is an absolute necessity in the modern age, and quality is good enough. I think it's on par with any other aftermarket backup cam. However, I wish the radio had an option to live view the rear camera. You can only view it when you hit reverse. The OBD2 dongle is also a useful accessory for using apps like the Torque app. The dashcam is only 720p, which is a bit outdated now. There are many better quality options out there, even if you're on a budget. But EONON tends to offer this dashcam as a free gift, so it might be useful to you after all. Overall, this is a pretty decent radio for the budget-minded person. It has all the important features like wireless Android Auto or CarPlay, as well as a rear backup camera. The responsiveness is good, the physical buttons and USB ports on the front face make it easy to use. I just wish that there was some more customization, but it's still a solid option for those looking for a budget radio that has the important features and capabilities.